Well, we got some things we need to work on fundamentally, and so we'll try to simplify even more. And so this week will be good for us to try to get simpler on defense and get guys to playing full speed all the time.
Has that been a problem? The fact that guys just not executing the scheme that you have now, so you have to sort of drop it down a notch or two?
Well, I mean, that's obviously if we're making mental mistakes, then we got to do. We are obviously as coaches we're probably doing too much stuff. We got to make it simpler.
How do you get simpler? Do you get rid of one of the base defenses, or do you do less plays? How does it?
No, we'll do less calls. We'll still run 4-2-5, and we'll still run 3-4 based on the situation in the game, but we'll just have limited calls in each one.
Is that frustrating for you as a coach to have to go simpler, or are you just doing what you have to do?
Not at all. You got to do what your players can do to win ball games. And we've given up 13 points and 14 points in the fourth quarter the last two ball games. Stopping either ball game, and we win both ball games. We're sitting there 5-1 instead of 3-2. So we got to do stuff that's whatever it takes to get better.
How frustrating is it for you as a coach just to watch Kentucky just basically run the same play over and over again, the Wildcat, and they kept turning out guys, and the guy that breaks up a 40-yarder, all that stuff like that. You have to be steaming on the sidelines.
Well, I mean, again, you got to figure out what the problem is, and I think we'll change the way we do sideline organization as well. I'm gonna go to the box because there's the problem was real simple. If we just fixed it, if we saw it, having GAs up there and not knowing exactly what they're looking at, it's not their problem. It's my fault. So I'm gonna go to the box and leave Deacon, Coach Bikin on the sideline to make the adjustments, and because what we did early in the ball game, the plan we had for Wildcat would have worked if we had just saw what the simple breakdown was, and so we tried to fix it on the sideline by doing something else, and that's not what we need to do.
So you being in the box allows you to more easily facilitate changes you need to make?
Well, and I can see what's going on. I can see what, who wasn't in that gap or which guy didn't run the stunt correctly. So we'll make that change.
Now that's going to limit, obviously, your communications, face-to-face communications with the players on the sidelines. You always liked doing that.
I do, but again, each group is different, and we don't have a veteran football team by no means on defense, and so we got to do what's best for them, and Coach Bikin and Coach Adams can convey the message to them instead of me doing it face-to-face. They can do it, but the adjustment part is the biggest part we need.
When was the last time you've been in the box?
My first opportunity to be the coordinator here. Bowl game. First year.
Yeah, missed it.
Well, I mean, just looking at simple things like tackling, there are a lot of missed tackles, especially on those Wildcat runs. How do you fix that at this stage of the game?
Well, we got to tackle more. We're doing some different tackling drills. We're going to change up the way we practice. As far as our individual, we'll do a tackling circuit on Tuesday. We'll do a turnover circuit on Wednesday to start out practicing. So we won't worry about us running as many plays against their particular offense, our opponent offense, as we will more fundamentals, because that's what we need.
What about looking at reevaluating people? You talked about looking at reevaluating personnel after the Kentucky game. Are y'all looking at younger guys?
Oh, of course, we're looking at all kind of guys. Again, there's no position that's safe, so we got some guys that played hard. The thing that we got to make sure we get the maximum effort out of the guys that are in the game, whoever it is. And so, I felt like the last two series at the Kentucky game, we didn't play with maximum effort. That's why long runs get out when somebody else is expecting someone else to make the tackle. We got to have 11 guys going into football.
Is everybody healthy on your side?
Sherrod is a little binged up from getting cut, but he'll be fine. And Kawan foot has a heel bruise, and he'll be fine. We just rested him. Other than that, we're good.
You get Devin Washington back?
Devin Washington is back practicing, and Blake McCain both are practicing. Blake been practicing for a while, but having Devin back, we'll see what he can do at the end.
Does DJ Smith understand what he did wrong on the targeting?
Well,
it's something that he maybe did in high school, but he realized he can't do it at this level.
Well, we just got to go lower. That's that's not DJ's fault. We put DJ back there because he was a guy we felt like would make contact, and that's what he did. And obviously he was too high, for what the call is, and so we'll teach him. We'll just tackle lower. We got to make sure we try to cut people in half instead of hitting them up high.
Is he probably going to start? You still reevaluating?
No, he's definitely starting safety as long as he's not out. I don't know the rule. He's out first half or not.
He played well enough in your mind before he got ejected.
Of course. Totally.
All right. Okay.
How much is Bryson practicing this week, or are you giving him
Williams?
time off? Yeah.
No, he practicing every day. He practiced yesterday. He practiced today. His form is better, and he used it in tackling more because we told him we need him to be healthy, and we need two arms to get people down when they break through in the field.
You're pretty high on DJ then. What has DJ brought to the position that the older, more experienced guys have not brought to the position?
Well, it's not that the older, well, I guess they are older and more experienced. We want somebody that's physical. You know, we're looking for a DJ Swanger that's cut you in half, and DJ is a hitter. And so, you know, we got DJ and DJ now. So
yeah, right.
One of the DJs is gone, but, you know, DJ likes to hit, and that's what we want. You know, when we get a safety to read the quarterback correctly, he did a good job of reading the quarterback in the ball game, and he tried to cut him in half. So, you know, we feel like we got two guys try to hit you, TJ Gurley in the box and then DJ in the post. So that's what we're looking for.
I think it's been a few games since Chris Lamont's played. Is he still suffering from an injury?
Well, his foot is better, and it'll be between him and Rico that'll start at one corner along with Bryson Williams. You know, Al played okay, but didn't play as well as we thought he should play, and so now it's the next guy, Chuck.
You guys have only forced 5 turnovers in the first 6 games. You guys forced 30 turnovers last year, almost 3 per game. Now you got 5 in 6 games, less than 1 per game. I mean, is that a major?
Totally. Again, that's why we're going to do a turnover circuit. You know, we'll start doing stuff to emphasize the ball. We even incorporate something in practice. You know, we're going to have 3 turnovers a day, and if we're going to get 3 turnovers a day, then they have to do some up downs. And if they get 3 turnovers a day, then they don't do up downs. And so we started that today, and we only got 1 today, but. You know, we're going to start putting more emphasis as coaches on turnovers, and that's something we got to do.
It seemed like the defensive line had one of its worst games, at least this season. Maybe under your reign as coordinator. Did you feel that way?
Well, I thought all of us did. I thought we all played, you know, bad at times. You know, every play that got out on us, you know, it wasn't the scheme. It was just one guy out of place that was supposed to be there, and so it happened to be the D-line one play, it happened to be the linebacker one play, it happened to be the secondary one play. So we all, as a total group, this is probably the worst game we played. You know, even though we got all those yards against Texas A&M, I think they got us in space. It wasn't a lot of mental busts. We had more busts in this ball game than we ever had. So we have to address that.
How disappointing is that after 5 games in?
Well, again, you would want to think that you're getting better, and so we just have to watch what we're doing on defense and make sure we're not doing too much and keep it simple. And you know, I think at some time we slant our front too much, which caused them to look like they're playing soft, and so we're going to be more of attack and let them play the gaps up front. So again, that's coaching, and that's not their problem. That's me as a coach, make sure that I'm doing what they can do.
You ever played this many guys?
No, again, but you know, I thought that would strength would be in our numbers, and so we'll actually try to cut back and just let the guys play the majority of the plays that are playing good. So you know, we can't play 12 D linemen. I talked to Coach Adam about that. We can't play 7, 8, 9 linebackers. We just got to play guys playing at that time, good at that time. So it's good to have all those guys have some rep behind them, so if somebody got hurt, they can play. But we'll start getting the better players on the field.
Who all have been those better players?
That's the jury. It's still out on a lot of positions. Again, you know, it's a rotating revolving door in a lot of positions, and you know, there's really not many positions on defense that have been solidified. And so you know, we just got. We're going to practice the best. That's what's going to get the majority of the plays.